want some, get some, bad enough, take some.
Alive and awake for episode 50. Raymond, fanging and banging. Raymond, I cannot believe you got me to come in here 50, 51, or 52 times, however many times it is. And, geez, I would never thought I would have been in here this many times. As I was waiting around this morning, and again, this is fanging and banging with Gangrel, and just Gangrel today, and Raymond in the corner. Ana Blanca Diaz over there. She's MIA. She's ghosted, but in a good way. She's working for Epilepsy Florida now. She's landed herself a job as a ambassador, or whatever it's called, for epilepsy, which she's a true advocate, and she suffers and deals with epilepsy every day of the week. So I'm proud of her. But episode 50 times, 50, wow. Episode 50, and I have nothing to talk about, Raymond. That's how short my life, my career, and everything was. But
a huge weekend.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, I was laying in bed this morning, and it's just like, come on, Raymond, tap out. Tell me when we're done with this podcast, you know. So, if you're listening out there, please. I see everybody's writing in. I've seen a lot of things on off the last podcast coming, so I know people are watching, but you got to encourage me to keep going if you want me to keep going, because it's hard for me to get in here every day, especially coming off a weekend like I had, and stuff like that, and just everyday life. But hope everybody's doing great, and here we go. Here's episode 50, and that's it. All right, goodbye, everybody. No, I'm joking. So I guess I'll start with I can start with the weekend, but like I'm kind of excited, Raymond, because as we were sitting here getting ready to start, it's not the new look that I was gonna revamp with the Vampire, but I do got some new gear coming. Rico De La Vega, he had his gear lady, La Lucha lady, Maribel Carrera, out of Chicago. He put me in touch with her, so I have some, and she finished my gear like boom. So if y'all are looking for a good gear lady, the La Lucha lady, you can find her on Facebook. Man, I can't wait to get that. I don't know if I ever had trunks as fancy as these trunks are coming. They're like super fancy. They're like bedazzled up with skulls and evil crosses, and there's a purple set with some black trim and some colorful trim, like, but it's still dark and but current. So and there's a set some black ones too with a really cool skull and some red running in and out. That's cool. So I'm looking forward. I have to bring them in here when I get them out on the next episode and show everybody that gear. But I'm excited about it. So that's cool. So thank you, La Lucha lady, Maribel Carrera. Thank you. I don't even know if you're listening to this, because if you're making gear that fast, you're busy, because I think you jumped the line for me, so I appreciate it. But yeah, Raymond, you like that gear?
No, I really liked it. It stands out.
Okay, yeah. So I'll try to bring that in here when I get it by the next episode and show everybody here. It's been a crazy weekend, Raymond. MLW was Friday. Then I was in Virginia on Saturday. So Philly Friday, Virginia Saturday, and then I had a show here in Boca. So I'll run over those shows. So MLW was in the ECW arena. It was always good to be back in the ECW arena. I think the people were good when they saw me the first time, but when I came out 4 other times, they were tired of seeing me. I think I went from I'm a heel there. I'm a dark character in a dark group called Strange Sangre, Strange Blood, Strange Sangre, you know. You gotta excuse me, I'm drinking this because it's usually coffee, but I guess the Uber driver delivered the coffee outside the door. Nobody heard the door or whatnot in the studio, and he put it right in front of the door, which opens out. So when you open the door out, the coffee, it was needless to say that the concrete outside got a nice cup of coffee. Like not me, but maybe by the end of this episode there'll be some coffee here. Maybe not. Maybe we don't want the coffee because now called up and complained. They probably spit, peed, and did something in the coffee. That's right. I'm telling you, I don't trust all you Uber drivers. They say they seal it, but there's a way. There's a will. There's a way. There's a way to get even with everybody, but you don't got to get even with us. You put it in front of the door and the coffee kicked over. I don't know if anybody's out there ever experienced that one. Door opens out. If you're all you Uber delivery guys, I know it's not the easiest job in the world, but it's not the hardest job either. You're making money and you're working from your own car and you're listening to your music, and hopefully you have AC when you're in South Florida coming into the summer, but it's hot year round. But yeah, you don't set an extra large, 7 and 7. I know that's a lot of cream and sugar. Don't judge me. They've already judged me up there in Virginia this weekend when I got 7 and 7. The guys from Rhode Island go, "What do you want in your coffee?" I go, 7 and 7. They go, "What is that?" I go, 7 cream, 7 sugar. They go, "Oh my God, you're gonna have diabetes or something." I go, "Bro, my blood's good. Blood's good. Been drinking one of those cups of coffee for the last 5 years." But you don't set an extra large cup of 7 and 7 outside the door that opens out. You know, coffee, door open out, over. I know you couldn't see that on Spotify, but if you're watching on YouTube here, you kind of got the gist of that. But you don't have to reenact that. But now I have no coffee. But it's okay, man. It's life. I was 2 hours getting late to the studio today. I'm usually here an hour early or a half hour early. I was actually 2 hours late getting here. So it's one of those days. And one step, one breath, one moment at a time. Keep pushing forward. Keep smiling. You know, it's contagious, I hope. I pray. I'm hoping. But Raymond's not smiling over there, and I don't have Brianna smiling at me, so there's no contagion in here, I guess. But, all right, so MLW Friday, ECW Arena, that was good. So got up, flew out that morning, flew right in. I work as an agent there, too, and a wrestling talent, and I also, as a wrestling talent, I'm a manager too for a group, which I mentioned a few minutes ago, Strange Sangre. So it was cool. I had a couple of vignettes. It was a very, very long day. A couple of vignette kind of pre-taped things, and then I had a match at. That was the first match. I kicked the night off with Bud Heavy, so I had a match there. And I don't know if that'll air this Thursday. I'm not sure when that airs, but because I'm not sure how far behind, if they've caught up with their other TV or what's going on. So it's either this Thursday or next Thursday that'll air on BNTV. Or actually on the, probably see it on their YouTube. So you can check out MLW on the MLW. They have a YouTube channel too. So a lot of those matches come up first. They're like a week ahead of the actual TV station in the weird and strange world of everything now. There's an actual physical channel, but the whole world seems to stream and do things on YouTube first. So so probably next week or 2 weeks at the next. So wrestle Big Bud Heavy there, big 305 pounder, and I did something. I changed up something in one of my movesets, so you might be curious to watch that. Kind of a different type of bulldog off the ropes, off the higher ropes, not off. You know, well, you'll see. And then that was cool. Flying up today. What's that, Raymond?
Oh, you're high flying now?
High flying now. That's right. Dr. Silva in the clinic working on me. I'm high flying now. That's right. Over there at Ultra Wellness in Deerfield, 1100 Deerfield. Go see Dr. Silva. Said Gangrel sent you. But no, I'm flying now. Every match is my last match in my head too. So I got another mentality because I don't know how many, Raymond, I don't know how many more matches I'm gonna have. Right. With that back injury and everything else, I'm figuring, you know what, well, I could work around and tiptoe toes around things and do this and be very ginger about things and very safe. Or I can just go out there and make every match like my last match and enjoy it. And if it is the last match, it is the last match because it's bound and determined to happen at some time. So, so that's my new approach. Every match is my last match.
I'm going to see you on the ladder soon?
No, I didn't say I was going to do ladders. Okay. I did not. I said a match. I didn't say ladder matches. I just said every match is my last match. I didn't say ladder matches. All right, like ladders. The fear of microphones and the fear of needles kept me to middle management in WWE. If you notice, when the ladder matches came around, I did not. I went away. Not very good with heights and ladders. I really don't. I don't even know if that's necessary in wrestling. I'm not a big fan of that. Although I witnessed a ladder match this Sunday in a 16-foot ring with 4 guys, which is pretty hard to do, but they pulled it off somehow in Boca. But that's my Sunday. We'll get to Sunday. But so we're still here in Philly on a Friday. So so I manage a group called Strange Sangre, or a part of a group. I'm pretty sure I'm the manager. I come out a leader. I drink from the cup. I think, but you never know in this world. I thought I was running the brood too, but then at some points it looked like it was Edge. So you just never really know. I'm not in there writing. The pen is always mightier than the sword. That's all I've learned that in my life. So I never assume anything. But if I had to guess and there was a gun to my head, I'd say I believe I'm the manager, okay, of this group, or the head of this group. And so we had they all had different matches. There was a trios match. There was a Holly had the featherweight title. The first featherweight champion was crowned, women's champion there. Taya. So that was a good match. So I was out there for all these different matches and my own match. So it was a long night, needless to say, a nonstop day. And if it wasn't for Dr. Silva and Ultra Wellness, I don't think I would have made it through that day because my knees held up. My knees were like, everything was good. Like, and there's a lot of stairs. If you've ever been in the ECW locker room, if there's wrestlers listening, they know, or anybody that's been backstage, not ECW, but the arena, 2300 arena. See, no coffee yet. My words, like arena. In the back, the locker rooms are up the stairs. So when you're going looking for everybody to do these pre-tapes and this, and you're an agent. I was an agent of 4 matches. Thank you that I had Savio Vega, who's a tremendous guy. Love some Savio from Puerto Rico down there. You might know him as Quang. You might know him as TNT. The Bariquas, Savio Vega. But yeah, we were co-agent on all the matches. So the only match I had by myself was my own match. So that made life a lot easier. So I was there early and went over with the Fatu and Mads Kruger match, but then Savio, we were agents on all the other matches together. So like, so he picked up the back end of the load on that. So I was grateful for that. But all in all, it was a great day. MLW, successful taping. You guys, yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be really fun. Some really fun episodes come out of that day of taping. So really fast pace and some crazy shit with Fatu and Mads Kruger, like. Some crazy stuff I don't think they should have been doing. I don't want to say on here. I don't want to give it away, but they literally tore the ring down. Literally, craziness. It's things I would not do, and I suggested to them that I wouldn't do that. I said I wouldn't do that. They go, I know, Unc. I know you wouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it. I go, I suggest you wouldn't do that either. I don't think you should do that. And I think when they did it, I probably heard me in their head going, damn, Gangrel said, don't do that. We should have did that. It hurt. But they did it, and they did it well, and they pulled it off. So kudos to them, and I think the fans will be the winners of their reward of that. You know, I think they were feeling it the next day, and then on to the next day, because I know they both had grinding schedules. That Mads Kruger he had a schedule a lot like mine. He was Saturday somewhere else, Sunday somewhere else, and I think he texted me when he got home, and we got home about the same time Sunday night. Yeah, grinding, man. That was Friday night MLW. So good taping. Everybody get out there. MLW Fusion, check it out. You can find it on YouTube. Just Major League Wrestling. It's really Court Bauer. He's the owner and he runs things there. But he always says it's wrestling's best kept secret. And I always believe that. You've heard me on here before say. Yeah. Before all that I watch MLW. I go on YouTube, I watch it because they just have a lot of great talent, a lot of luchadors there, and the guys, Mini Abismo, Negro, and Ares, the guys that I'm with in this faction, bro, they're so crazy. And I know they want to come to CCW. I just don't know CCW's budgets for things when they're flying people out of Mexico City, but it would be really cool to be here in South Florida and do some of these shows because they're tremendous talents and. Man, they're good guys and always on point and always on time and everything else. So that's a big plus in my book too. Raymond, I'm reaching for coffee. There's no coffee, but that's all right. I got my Red Con one. What is this whole sponsors without sponsors? Really, what's going on?
I got the fans in Philly. Like, I know Philly's it
could be a tough crowd. Yeah,
I was gonna
but they I think the only reason I'm usually really, really good with the Philly fans all the time, but I don't think they were. I don't think they were the crowds that they've never been hard on me. But I think when I came out there for like when they see me come out the third and then the fourth time, they were like, "Damn, Growl, what's that?" What was it? I know one of the wrestlers in the back said his friend was out there to watch the show, and he says, if Gangrel comes out one more time, I'm going home. And I said, well, you better tell him to get a head start because I'm heading to the ring right now. And I literally was going out one more time.
Were you the most featured person?
I just happened to be in this group that was featured a lot, like trios and because it was a lot of things. They're like building up their like the trios and things like that and groups, and it was the women's thing, and Holly Dead is in that faction, so it's just coincidental. Like, maybe did I need to go out there all them times? Maybe not. Probably not, because it could be overkill and too much. But with the shows that broke out, so at one taping is like 3 weeks of TV or 4 weeks of TV. Okay. So the only thing it's gonna look like I've been out there is because I'm still sweating because it was like every other segment, so I had no time for gear change. I just left my leather jacket on, and I was just drenched. It was like I was in a sauna. No wonder I came in at 250 pounds when I came home off the road. That's right, 250, everybody. I'm down 265 to 250. I don't know if it's gonna hold, but I'm sure it was mostly water that I dropped this weekend from Friday night wearing that robe. So that wrapped up, and I got to my hotel about 12:30 or something. But and then I get to the hotel, and the guy's like, I go, hey, I got like a 8 o'clock flight. It wasn't that bad of a flight. It was an 8 o'clock flight. It was 12:30. He goes, yeah. I go, so I'm gonna come down and catch that 6:30. Oh, you need to come at 5 because the shuttle fills up really fast, and you know you might have to wait for the next one. It's first come first serve. I'm like, this fool must be crazy. I'm thinking, but I came down there at 5, and man, there was 30 people in line for that shuttle. So it was a good thing I went and got on that shuttle one early because I don't know what 6 and 7 looked like. He said those were the super busiest hours. So I was at the airport super early, and I flew into Virginia for BTW, Big Time Wrestling, and so I get in there, and I'm like, the night prior, I was texting the guy, and he's just like, oh, we get in like right after you, and we'll get to a hotel or something, blah blah blah. So it didn't seem like it was gonna be that big a deal. I get in there about 9:30 in the morning, 10 a.m., and I get a message from another guy going, I don't know your hotel, their flight's delayed, and yada yada yada. So I sit in the airport for like 2 hours, and they finally get in, and then they go, oh, here's the thing is, you can't check into the hotels till 3 o'clock. So it's like 11:30 or something now. He goes, we'll just go to the arena. So without any sleep the night before anything else, I went to the arena. So I was at the arena, it was only a half hour away. So 11:30, 12 o'clock by whatever, I was sitting at the building till. So I was in that building from 12 to about 11:30 that night. So that makes for a really, really long day. But
so you never made it to the hotel?
No, that's why I went to go fly home the next day. I got there for 2 hours, and I got in there it took me an hour to unwind, get my stuff unpacked. I went to sleep for the hour, and I was up and packed and out the door on the 6 o'clock flight. But Saturday night was good. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was myself and Joey Janela, but we talked about it or we joked about it on here before. The new brood is Matt Hardy put out promos calling it the poo poo brood or something.
Doo-doo brood.
The doo-doo brood. Is that what he said? The doo-doo brood?
Yeah.
Do 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 da da da. See, I tried to turn you on to the police earlier. Do do do. You got
like
that joke if you'd paid attention when I was educating you, but you didn't. I don't like the police either. I'm talking about the band, the police.
Red and blue lights, man.
Sting. Yeah, me and Joey Janela, which against the Hardys, Matt and Jeff. I guess they're, I don't know if it's their farewell tour, but I think they're making all the talents they can together and wrestling. I know poor Jeff looked like Matt's dragging him everywhere because Matt will wrestle. Matt will wrestle every night of the week, every damn where. Matt got them kids to feed and everything else. Matt will log it, get that money in the bank, and he just loves wrestling. So, and Jeff's the one doing all the sentons and all that shit that's killing his body. So like he's probably is going like, no, not another senton tonight, no. But yeah, we had a match and it was great to see them and. It went well. Kind of did a thing in the match. Joey Janela just kept tagging himself in. I'm like, what the flip, man? And being Joey Janela, but he really did the vampire. He took to it. He was like evil in Fright Night. I don't know if you ever seen Fright Night, but like a little evil. He came across like a very evil like vampire, like from Fright Night evil. But he just kept tagging himself in, kind of being like Joey Janela or whatever. And then basically at the end, had enough, and I ended up just. Giving Joey Janela and power, and then they the Hardys hit their sequences of Twist of Fates or whatever they did. Boom, boom, boom. So he took 3 finishes in a row. I believe it was Matt that pinned him. Jeff counted the pin with the ref, and then there was a Brood reunion at the end. New Brood reunion. Not the new Zoo review. Like I was trying to. You don't even remember that conversation, but the nude, not the nude, the new. I had that coffee. That new Brood reunion. The new Brood reunion. The new Brood, not the new Brood or the poo poo Brood or the doo doo Brood, but the new Brood. So the Hardys and myself. It was fun. It was great. They were such great guys, and it's always good to see them. And it's even better to work them. And
well, we talked about it. I mean, fans always hinted towards it in earlier episodes, reuniting with the Brood or. With the new Brood or the new Brood. The new Brood or the normal Brood. Yeah. Original Brood, sorry.
Well.
Now it happened in a probably not
I
where they
happened with
wanted
the
it.
new brood, but
Yeah.
but it was good. It was a full house. It was fun. The fans liked it. Well, I don't know what the reception was on the internet. I think people think that I'm under the belief that I'm going to AEW. That's absolutely not the case. Like I'm not going anywhere. I'm at MLW and CCW, and I am so busy and so blessed in my own world doing my own things. But because all the trios going on, like I heard like all the rumors in AEW, they have the trio belt, the tag team belt, you know, the six, whatever you want to call it. Like they call it trios now. I would just call it a 6-man tag, you know. but I would have called it a 6-man tag. But they're trios now or whatever. Things evolve, and I'm not sure what that even means. But besides 3 person, there's a 6-person tag with a referee. But yeah, so I think a lot of things are getting structured that way in AEW. So a lot of people might have thought that that's what was angling for, but it was nothing to do that. It was just coincidental.
As of now, you never know.
No. Just coincidental, fun night. It was great to see the Hardys, and that was good. So that was done, and then like I said, I got to the room late, but then I had a 5 a.m. flight. I did have a 5 a.m. flight that next morning. So with that being said, I was in that room 2 hours. And then back to the airport, and you know, feels like that scene in Lock, Stock, and Smoking Barrel when he has to go to England, and I don't know if he doesn't snort a line, but he pops some pills, he drinks a shot, bam, 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 passport stamp, he jumps on the concrete, he's over there, he's there, he's back. I don't know if you ever seen that Lock, Stock. No, never mind. Whatever, Raymond. You never watched this stuff.
I never watched it. So.
All right, it's all right. It's all right.
Full attacked.
If I could remember all the names and everything, I would break it down for you. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, I think it's called. But it was a Guy Ritchie movie and filmed in England. It had Brad Pitt. He was a gypsy boxer in it, and just dying. Oh no, that was Snatch. I'm thinking of Snatch. I'm mixing up my movies. Lock, Stock was the weed. It was Snatch. It was Snatch. I'm talking about Snatch. You ever see Snatch?
Nope.
It was Snatch with the diamond. That's the one I'm talking about because he was going over to get the diamond. Yeah, boo boo, yeah. Yeah, he's going to get his diamond. He's going to get his diamond. It was Snatch. So I'm all over. I have no coffee and I have no direction. I have no coffee and no direction. And no Anna over here to balance it out. It's just a ghost chair. No coffee, no direction, no Anna.
Sounds like a good day.
A black cat came in here and cursed me. Meow. They put a spell or jinx or whatever black cats do. No. So, yeah, Snatch was the movie. I felt like that scene from Snatch where he jumps over to go get the diamond and comes back. But, so airport 5 a.m. And then here we go, hometown, home team stuff. Landed back here in Fort Lauderdale. Washed my gear real quick and then headed out to Boca Raton Championship Wrestling. The debut of Boca Raton Championship Wrestling, which that's where I scored the shirt. Lakai. He's the new Boca Raton Championship Wrestling. Boca Raton Championship
Debut
Wrestling.
champion, right?
Yes, he's the new champion. He won it. He was in that ladder match. He was one of the 4 in that ladder match in a 16-foot ring, which I didn't think was possible, but they pulled it off. So yeah, that debuted at Boca Black Box Sunday evening, and I walked in there and I thought I was in like the NXT locker room from a year ago. It's just all ex-NXT guys. What I liked about it is everybody was over 6'2". Everybody looked like a gladiator or a wrestler of some sort. They're all big guys. It was a busy locker room. A lot of money was spent on that show. I don't know what was made or whatnot or the statistics on that. I don't even want to get into that. I'm just glad it wasn't my wallet. I don't even have that in my wallet, probably, what went on there. But it was a great show. It was a fun show. Matthew, I would butcher his last name, so I'm not even going to try to say it. But Matthew, he ran it. I think it might even been called Matthew Mania, Boca Raton Championship Wrestling. But there's a lot of family and friends in there, I noticed, but there's some wrestling fans in there too. So it was a really good show. Fast show. It was 2 hours and done. Good show. I wrestled, Bull James. He was in Florida. Might have been Florida Championship, whatever. When that was developmental with Steve Kern and all them, with Miro, Rusev, all that. He was there. Bull James, a great guy. He has his own promotion in New York. Tremendous talent. Big dude. Big guy. So I started out wrestling him, and then 2 of the CCW guys. CCW helped run the show, so it's kind of it wasn't a joint show, but CCW helped produce it and run the locker rooms and the matches and stuff like that. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh no, Raymond, gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. What's the proper way? Well, I don't know. Oh. What the fuck? I'm glad I'm the only one way over here by myself. It's not COVID. It's morning allergies or something. No coffee. Again, if I would have had coffee, these sneezes would have happened an hour ago. Everything would have been kicked in. But Boca Raton Championship Wrestling. Yes, CCW helped co-produce it and stuff like that. So it helped lead them through their first show and stuff. And I believe there'll be more shows, and I think CCW will help them too. So, but it wasn't like a co-project money-wise or anything. That was all Matthew. It was all Boca Raton Championship Wrestling. They crowned the new champion, which is Lakai. I scored a new shirt. I can wear it today. You see the shirt? He's eating little souls in it, little people. You see that?
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, people, man. That says, what's it say? Time to eat. And he got a big spoon. We got people in the spoon and people in the bowl. He's eating something. A scary shirt, right? That's a good horror shirt. Man. Well, congratulations, Lakai. The whatever it's called, what is it when it's first time inaugural? Inaugural BC Boca Raton Championship Wrestling, BRCW, BRCW champion, and congratulations. Couldn't happen to a harder working guy that deserves it and stuff like that. So very happy for you, Lakai. Very proud of you. And wear the title well. Wear that championship well.
It's supposed to be like a weekly ran show, or they're not yet
sure yet? No. I think at most 4 shows a year, at least 2 shows a year or something. Like just for now, I think it's just a side project to test out the waters and stuff like that. And they're a big supporter of wrestling. And Matthew, he's friends with like Riddle and all these guys. He's always doing charity work for WWE on this and this and that. So I think he's just stuff he lines up. He's probably gonna coexist with some of his charity work and do stuff and give it a feeder in to help build the charity things and different things like that. He's always doing something with charity. So it's a good thing for wrestling talent and in the wrestling community because it was a solid show. It just it looked like it was a bit pricey show, but like I said, this guy's always donating time and money, so he's just probably wrote it into a bracket of like building something for future charities and stuff like that because he's a good guy, always doing for the community. So congratulations to Matthew on a successful show, filling the house, Lakai for becoming the inaugural champion, and everybody involved. But my match was good. I worked Bull. He's a great guy, and then came out the CCW tag team champions, ERA and Nova, these young bloods. Wasn't the greatest, it wasn't the worst, but I had fun. The whole time I had fun, especially on no sleep and whatnot. So they're done and boom. And then finally home at my house about 11 p.m. from that weekend run. And up at 6 Monday, trained and boom, twice. Yeah, school, wrestling, boom, repeat here today. So yeah, I think I'm just feeling the weekend. Because Monday I had to get up and I was running and gunning by 5:30 Monday morning. So enough of my rambling and my personal problems. That's pretty much all I had to talk about today. But it was a fun weekend. I talked to, and I'm excited. Got gear coming. Very excited for that. It won't change my look up a whole lot, but it's a flashier look, pants, trunks wise and stuff, tight wise and stuff like that. So a little dressed me up a little bit. So,
question: since we're talking about promotions. Pretty sure you've already seen that Ric Flairs, he's having his final match. But at the top of the card, I was wondering what company was it with. I seen it said Jim Crockett Promotions. I've heard about this promotion like back in the day. Is that something that's still going on, or are they bringing that back? The Jim Crockett Promotions.
I have no idea. I didn't think it still existed.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
That's who's presenting the show. So I was
it's probably just his farewell thing. It's probably through Conrad Thompson. It's probably through the podcast, all that, Flair's son-in-law, and this and that. It's a retirement match. Was it SummerSlam weekend? I haven't read or I don't really have any info or anything on it to give you really an honest opinion or anything like that. I know that I believe CCW has a show that Sunday in Nashville too that I'm supposed to be on, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do something on the 30th. I have another show in Tampa here on the 30th. But I think that I was supposed to do a comedy show maybe the 30th to CCW, but they might not have booked it yet, so I got to get with them. But I really don't know the logistics, but I think the Flair show and the CCW show may be at the same time. I heard some rumor of that, and that might be a conflicting issue. So I don't know what's going on.
It's on the 31st.
Yeah,
One
Sunday.
day after SummerSlam.
It's a Sunday, yeah. So, I don't know, man. Like, just whatever. Let him have his match and get out of there. like, I don't know. I mean, who was it? A dude from ECW? Was it Joey? Didn't somebody like try to politic and say, how could you give him a license, or how could he wrestle at that age? He's gonna die. I mean, but
I know he's been training with
yeah. I mean,
Jay Lethal.
well, I mean, I don't think wrestling's entertainment now. I mean, you control the pace you do and everything else, and I don't know, man. Like, yeah, let him have his match and be done with it.
I don't think.
I hate to sound like a Rocky movie. If he dies, he dies. But but if that's what he wants to do, man. Let him go out like the wrestler. I don't know what happened in the movie The Wrestler. The guy goes up because he has a pacemaker, right, or something.
Ric Flair?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I think he might have a pacemaker. Maybe he had some heart issues or something. I'm not sure 100%, but that's probably the issue there if it gets too accelerated. But I don't even know, man. They probably. He's not supposed to do a lot of things he's doing at his age. He's been in and out of the hospital. So I'm sure he's continued to do it. He's Ric Flair. Woo! He's, jet flying, wheeling, stealing, or kiss stealing, or wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing. One son of a gun. Whatever. It's Ric Flair. Let him do what he wants to do and let him be done. So, yeah, I have no idea. I know Jim Crockett Promotions, I didn't believe they were still running shows, but it just may be a thing. It just might be
Come back one off.
But he still works with all these other companies, Jim. I think he's still involved with production and stuff. So yeah, so I don't think he's running a wrestling promotion, but he still has productions and stuff like that, I believe. But I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I don't jump into that side of the world of wrestling and stuff like that. I am so busy still grinding. You hear my schedules, and then between running to school, that I don't even have time to do research to come on this show. So that's why I'm surprised I'm still here 50 episodes later, bluffing it, because I don't have time to watch that sometimes. I for a while there, I was able to watch some of the pay-per-views and stuff, but it seems like I'm just so wide open in full gear now. Time I would have had to watch wrestling, I haven't even seen the pay-per-view from the WrestleMania Backlash or whatever it was called. So I haven't even got to catch up on my Damian Priest stuff and Edge, and then I hear they got Rhea Ripley in there now, and she's dyed her hair black.
It's called Judgment Day. That's the name of the group.
Judgment Day. I get it. And Scales and Liberty and Justice and whatever. They got the Scales of Justice there. Black suits. They're all blacked out. Very corporate ministry like, but not. It's like corporate ministry meets devil's advocate.
What is the climax of this though? Like,
it's not a porno.
Sounds like it.
No, your mind. You're the one bringing up where it's climax. What are you talking about?
Like, where does this go? I'm lost. I guess this is a good thing. Well, it's easy for you to predict.
Where does it go? That's because it's going for you to ask questions like that, so you watch it to see where it goes.
I know, man. Where does it go?
I think it go. I told you where it went.
I mean, what
did I tell you 2 podcasts ago? Undertaker, WrestleMania, Edge.
I want to believe it, but I don't want to get my hopes up on something like that.
He's stealing Taker's. He's not stealing Taker's stuff. He's revamping stuff. It's a corporate ministry. It's Taker. It's Brood, sort of, kind of, not really, but just the coolness of it. No, man. So I don't know. I said that I would have one more hoorah with Taker and all them, and hell, I would even probably make it my last match if I was Edge, like that last year. Boom, Taker Mania. But who knows? I don't know. I don't write stuff.
Yeah. Oh, the Bloodline maybe, but damn, they don't have a female, so no.
The Bloodline's still trying to work their stuff out with Bro Riddle and all that. But no, I'm talking a year from. I'm talking WrestleMania. Probably, I would guess Taker, but I could be wrong.
I hope it's him.
But do we got any Pandora's box, man? What's going on?
Sir.
I mean, must be about that time. We got to keep this episode a little short because of the coffee situation, and I still may actually get to the gym, but like, not that you guys care about it here or anything that I go to the gym, and I'm not really giving you any correspondence of education or anything today. I just gave you a rundown of what I did, so I apologize for that.
You gonna do the what's in the box, or am I not special?
Oh, what's in the box? I don't have coffee to get the high pitch of the what's in the box. What's in the box?
So
Thanks to that Uber driver that just put it in front of the door
I feel
again.
like he did it on purpose. Like what?
Maybe. He's probably laughing right now as he's spitting in it and bringing it back. He's probably put it out there again right in front of the door.
What do you think about Scott Steiner's run with the WWE from 2002 to 2004? He always speaks negatively about it. He blames Triple H. This is from Atomic Abe.
Well, I don't know because I didn't really watch it from 2002 to 2004. I think I was having my own issues in my life and in a dark area. If you've seen the Dark Side of the Ring, you probably got a taste of how my life was in that time period. And I was like really the peak of the darkness in my life. So I didn't follow it a lot. I don't know what he's blaming Triple H for. I have no idea. I think I wrestled Scott Steiner coming up June 26th, I believe, somewhere, Orlando, Florida. Frank Goodman, yes. I think I'm working Scotty Steiner, so I've worked him a few times. Nice guy. He speaks what's on his mind, says what he's thinking. So if that's what he's thinking, that's what he's thinking, and he's blaming. But I didn't see the run or what it was. I find in this PG era, I'd find it very scary to have Scotty Steiner in WWE. Like, you don't know what he's gonna say when he gets on the microphone. You know, my freaks and my peaks. You know, but he says some crazy shit when he gets on there. And with a PG crowd, I don't know, but I don't think they were PG in that time. What was that era considered? Aggression. Ruthless aggression era. So yeah, they were doing a little bit of crazy stuff still. Like so. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't see it, so I can't honestly answer that for you. I'm sorry, I don't have any answers there. Nope. Maybe it's because there's no coffee in me, Raymond.
Hey, this time it's not my fault. So.
No, it's the Uber. I see it all over the bag. I see, there's like coffee all over everything.
Okay, next one. All right, so what's the best way to stand up for yourself without causing harm to your position or relationship with the company in regards to wrestling?
Stand up to who?
I'm guessing to authorities. Or to a wrestler. It could
Who's
go
paying
both
you?
ways.
They pay. They pay. I don't know. I always looked at it. Well, you're paying me. That's what you want. But that doesn't always work out so well because, for example, Vince McMahon, like somebody that actually cares about the product and cares about themselves. So you can always do it in a respectful way. You just ask to understand why and where they're going with it and how you approach it. If you throw a temper tantrum, then you're going to be treated like a 5-year-old kid or something throwing a temper tantrum. But if you step up and speak to them in a well-spoken way and like an adult and well thought out process, they're going to listen. They may not agree with you and they still may do what they want to do, but I don't think they'll disrespect you or you will have any heat unless you were like openly burying somebody or being immature about how you made the approach to whoever it may be, Vince McMahon or your I don't know about current writers now. I'm just talking from my generation. But I mean, I don't think Vince had any problem with anybody that came up and wanted to know why or how he was thinking he saw this or why he came up with something that way, or the writers or anything like that. So I don't think there's necessarily we get any heat unless you were just burying somebody and putting somebody down in the process of trying to understand stuff, saying like, this guy's garbage, why is this guy getting this and I'm not, or why am I putting this guy over, he can't even he doesn't know a wristwatch from a wrist lock. You know, if it wasn't something like that, like if you went up with a well thought, even if you wrote your stuff down, you thought about it, all right, I'm not gonna get sidetracked, these are things I really want to talk to him about, and you go and you talk to him in a mature adult way and show that you truly care without burying anybody in the process, putting anybody else down to get your point over, you'd be fine.
I think it's rumored. I don't know if it's a work or if it's legit. They're working it like it's legit. Even the WWE, that Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out last night on Monday Night Raw.
Well, I don't doubt anything Sasha Banks did. Didn't her and Bailey lay down when they wanted them to lose the tag titles, lay down on the floor and protest one time?
I'm not sure.
Like, I heard some silly stuff like that, so I don't doubt it.
I just don't like Naomi in this. I never thought she was the one to like really push the feathers.
I don't know. Isn't she with the Uso one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. So if it's a shoot, it's a tough situation. But
I guess you get fined for that, just leaving.
Well, I don't know. You're under a contract, so like, you know, you get let go. Fine. I don't know. Yeah. All kinds of stuff can happen. Breach of contract.
I hope it's just work.
I have no idea. Like I said, I haven't kept up on the news and gossip or anything this thing, but Sasha has done stuff like that in the past, so I don't doubt it if it was legit. But
All right, next question. All right, what's your opinion on Tough Enough or any TV show showing the inner workings of the wrestling business? From Sonny G.
what's up, Sonny G? Well, it's a new world. 20 years ago, I wouldn't have liked it and showing the inner works. It was all, I like a little bit of magic and mystique to wrestling. I think it needs it again. I don't know if that can ever come back because, it's pro wrestling entertainment, but you can still make people believe if you try hard enough. But these shows now, I'm not against it now. Like I said, 20 years ago, I probably wouldn't have agreed with them, but they help you understand it. It's entertainment now. You get to know people. You get to follow them on their journey and see what they actually go through. And it gives a lot of people a bigger appreciation of what actually does go on. They see that and the Tough Enough is not that tough compared to like how I came in or older people like me came in, but older than me and myself. I came in, it was mellow when I came in, but it was still harder than the Tough Enough. So it was still a little different than that. But it does give you a good idea what people go through in the process and the system as they on their journey to trying to become a professional wrestler, a professional entertainer, whatever they want to look at it as. I still call it professional wrestling. I'm wrestling. I believe it's wrestling, but yeah, I'm not against them now. They kind of just help you connect with people and understand what they're going through. So it's all part of life now. It's all part of the system.
Why has Luna and Chyna never had a feud? Was it because Chyna didn't like working with other women? This is from the Big Red Snake.
I don't know. Don't want to talk ill of any of the dead, but I don't know. It's a tough one. So yeah, I was never a big Chyna fan because I knew. Like I just don't like to talk. Really like to talk bad about anybody. But I've told this story when both were alive, and so this is a story I've told before. So I'll go ahead and tell it. But I'm not talking bad. It's just this is what it is. I was never a big fan of her personally because like this is why I was not a big fan of her. Shoot, man. I knew her before she got into wrestling, and I'm not gonna say what wrestler she was hanging out with and was kind of dating or whatever, but whatever. I knew her before that, and then she's in wrestling, and we're all on a show. Me, Luna, her. It's Bike Week. I think it was Ronnie Galletti's show, Nasty Ronnie's show, and I don't want to swear it was Ronnie's show, but it was Bike Week and Daytona Beach, Florida. Now we were all living in Tampa. I was living in Tampa. I don't know where Chyna was living at the time, but me and Luna were in Tampa area, Dunedin, and we do a show, and we wrestled this show. Now me and Luna are almost all the way home, and I don't know if it might have been beepers back then. I don't know if we had cell phones then. I think it might have been a beeper, but Luna had to go call. We had to pull over, and she went and called because Chyna, her name was Joni at the time, or Peppermint Patty. I don't know what she was wrestling as. It wasn't Chyna then, but called Luna. We pulled over. We were almost back to Tampa, which is 2-3 hours from wherever we came from. Daytona, 2 hours. And I didn't get paid, and I got stiffed, and I don't know if that was the situation or what it was, because Ronnie wouldn't do that. So by no means would Ronnie do that. But there was something going on, and Luna's like, "Oh, we got to go back." I go, "Going back to Tampa or Daytona?" And she says, "Yes, we got to go back." That's not cool. She's there. She needs the money. She doesn't have any money. She really needs this money. I go, well, where are you going to get the money from? She goes, you're going to give her your pay. I'm going to give her my pay?
Whoa.
She goes, yeah, Luna said, we can't leave her hanging. Just give her your money. It was a mostly girl show anyway. So she goes, just give her a pay. And I'm like, all right. Whatever. Okay. Because I don't want somebody to be stranded either, whatever. It's like whatever. It didn't matter. So, well, it did, but it didn't. And so we drove all the way back, gave her my money, gave her my pay. Because me and Luna, we needed that pay. So she gave her mine. So whatever. Maybe there was a thank you. I don't even remember if there was or not, or whatever. But drove all the way back there, gave her the money, we drove it back home. Now, years have gone by, and Luna's she's been to WWE and then let go. So Luna went there, established Luna, Sean and everything, you know, the WrestleMania with Shawn Michaels, the feud with Sherry Martel, the whole boom, 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 you know. So she's there, been there, done it, and was gone now. And then Chyna got hired there. And then when Chyna was there, like, boom, boom, Luna got hired back. And I was there for this too. Luna got hired back. Luna goes in the locker room, Chyna's there. Chyna says to her, "Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Oh, by the way," these are like the first words out of her. Like, "Oh, by the way, you can't wear black anymore. I wear black." Like just. And I remember going, "You see? You remember them 2 hours? You made me drive back over and get my pay to this girl. She just told you can't even wear black now." Like, yeah.
Did she stop wearing it?
No, Luna wore black. She didn't wear black, but Chyna told her, like, you can't wear black anymore, and just gave her like a really hard time. And then like I was just like, that's the person you made me go all the way back for. So like that just put a bad taste. But I had already kind of got that vibe off her because I knew her before she wrestled, and I'm not gonna go into that because that's the shit I don't want to talk ill about people. But this other shit's just facts, you know. Like we went back, gave her money, she was stuck, and then when Luna was already in WWE and then came back. Chyna had gotten a job there and then said, "You can't wear black." Big leagued her, just talk shit to her. Just was kind of shitty to her the whole time. And then I don't know why Luna never beat her up. Maybe because she was in with the Hunter and all those guys. You know what I mean? Chyna was locked in pretty good. Because Luna usually beat everybody up. But then just things went by, and then there was times when Luna takes a lot of antidepressants. She took a lot of pills, like weren't just the illegal pills. She had to take a lot of pills to keep her sanity. And unfortunately, mental illness is a real thing. And if she didn't take those things, she'd be off the rails, you know, like just uncontrollable. And one time I'm spilled out, and I remember trying to like just stomp the pill and crush it in the floor. "We don't take pills in this locker room." And I'm going, "See, that's that same, that's that same girl that you made me take back." That's all I kept telling her. "I'm tired of hearing about it." You know, I said, "I told you about her. I tried to tell you about her." And then, so I'm not a big fan of her. And then, you know, yada, yada. History plays out, and you've seen how things ended. And it's unfortunate for everybody. Fortunate Luna went out the way she did. I'm very sad and unfortunate Chyna died and had the end of her career and everything the way it happened there. But I was not surprised, and I can't, you know, I don't wish any ill will on anybody. But like I knew her before. And then I knew that incident with Luna, which made me take the money back, and I that reconfirmed, like, yeah. And then when she came in and said, "You can't wear black," I said, I know for a fact I was right from the first time, and then later on in life, and then it's just sad. It was very sad, and you know, we all have our roads to travel, and we're on our own journey, and you know, like Malenko always told me, the journey is the jewel. Some of our journeys are just. Some of them are just shitty journeys, you know, and it's just, and the destination's fucking not a great destination, you know. But it is what it is, and we got our own path to walk. So, like I said, I don't really want to talk ill about it, but I just want to explain to you why I'm not the hugest Chyna fan, you know. I don't hate her or anything, and I don't even dislike her. I'm just not like, oh, the eighth wonder of the world. What a great athlete. What a great... I just had my own experiences and stuff like that. But it's just my own opinion and my stuff too. So move on, Raymond. Why did you even...
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus. Now, next thing you know, you'll be putting these bait click things, and I go reading. I don't know what you've set up on the things, Raymond. And I go, what is he putting there? And you made me like a bad guy sometimes. You're as bad as all these other sites.
Oh, man. All right. Last question. Have you had any encounters with William Regal? Everyone speaks of him highly. From Starks Maverick.
From who? Sparks Maverick?
Yeah. Or
Maverick Sparks?
No, Starks.
Starks Maverick. Regal, yeah. I've roomed with him a couple times on the road. I've wrestled him a couple times. Matter of fact, one of my I was working William Regal the night I broke my neck. It was nothing he did. I did a Northern Light suplex, and my neck just, boom, it just finally gave out from all the years of all the Germans and tiger suplexes and stuff like that. From bad suplex, most of them from being bad suplexes. I would go and give a German or a tiger suplex and not land it right half the time. Just take all the impact on top of my head and drive my spine together, my vertebrae together, and then they just finally one just fractured through again, and then all of one kind of exploded, spurs. But they wanted me to fuse my neck. Like they told me I couldn't wrestle again anymore. But I didn't. I wrestled a week on the road with it broken, and I told them that. And then they said, well, I guess you can handle the rehab. So I ended up doing rehab, and I can move my neck now and everything. And back in wrestling, but that would have been the end of it right there. That would have been my last match. But it wasn't. Nothing to do with Regal. Tremendous talent, gentleman. Can only speak well of him. He's always been great to me and stuff like that, and class act. We all have our ups and downs. We've all gone through our dark things on our journeys, right? Back to the journeys again. And he's had his, but at the end of the day, he's still here doing the right thing. So he's a good dude in my book. So that about it over there, Raymond?
Yeah, that was them all, man.
Well, that's about it. So I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet this week, because I don't know, phones are blowing up. None of it's coffee. None of it's coffee. But yeah. So update: Paige Van Zant's doing really good in training. The classes are going good at CCW. All that's going good. You're looking to become a professional wrestler? Come on down. Coastal Championship Wrestling. We got about 10 different new people that rolled in. So pretty much, if you're getting there this week, we got a pretty new class. You can start all together and travel on your journey together and bond a friendship. And got a lot of people that are training there that are moving on to WWE eventually. I think one of them's texting me now. That's what made me think about it. I believe she's actually up there at NXT right now. So a lot of positive things going on. A lot of positive product coming out. A lot of produced good things are going. So good things coming out of CCW, Coastal Championship Wrestling. So check it out. Got my Lakai shirt. Congratulations again to Lakai becoming the BRCW, Boca Raton Championship Wrestling, their champion, their heavyweight champ, I believe it was, in the ladder match. And thank you to everybody. Thank you. This is episode 50 of Fan of the Bang with Gangrel. Want some, get some, bad enough? Take some. There he is. Raymond's in on it. I jumped him out of the loop there. Getting hot. I had to include him. So that's episode 50. Sorry that I just rambled on about most of my travel and whatnot, and this and that, but everybody have a bang and a banging day.